Good afternoon. Welcome to Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education meeting. Today is Monday, December 16th. It is 5:30 p.m. We'll now have the secretary to please call the roll.
Dr. Alicia Johnson.
Here.
Dr. Nicole Perry.
Present.
Catherine LaValle.
Present.
Nathan Graycheck.
Here.
Art McClinney.
Aye.
Patty Fulbright.
Here.
Patty Fulbright.
Present. We'll now have the interpretation message. As a reminder, tonight's meeting will be interpreted in Spanish thanks to our partners, the Voices of Battle Creek. To listen in Spanish, please refer to the description on our YouTube live stream link. For our board members and other speakers, please remember to speak clearly and not too quickly so that interpreters are able to keep up. Thank you. Okay, the chair will now entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda, considerations of additions or deletions.
President Poole-Gray,
Yes, trustee LaValle?
I'd like to make a motion to approve our agenda for this evening's meeting.
It's been moved by trustee LaValle, supported by trustee McClinney, that we approve the agenda. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. Moving down to public comment. Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the community to express themselves on district matters. We have two opportunities on our agenda tonight for public comment. The Board of Education requests you fill out a public participation form with contact information. As you come to the microphone, please state your name. Each statement made by a speaker shall be limited to a 3-minute duration. If the speaker represents a group, the person will be given 5 minutes to speak. Battle Creek Public Schools Board of Education will listen, take comments and questions under advisement, and not respond at this time. Public commenters will direct all comments to the Board of Education, not to staff or other participants. We will now begin with Barry Jones.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Barry Jones. I reside at 732 Charlemagne Boulevard here in Battle Creek, Michigan. My concern and why I'm here today is specifically around transportation. I'm transporting one of these students here at the W.K. Kellogg Preparatory at the school, I think it's called. At this time, I'm transporting them for free. I was told, and I've been making a numerous amount of calls to talk to people to find out, like, how can I help bridge the gap with some of the students that I know that's truant and not making it to school. I know that there's a huge need, but all my calls and all my emails or whatever I've been doing seem like it hasn't been going like very well, to say the least. I was told that you have a mile radius where the students have like at least a mile to walk to catch the bus at the location that the bus designate for them to go. I have a child myself, and I wouldn't have my child walking at 5 o'clock in the morning to meet a bus. You have to be at school at 8 o'clock. Especially during the winter months, especially during the way things are now in today's society, I don't think I would do that. So I don't know if this makes any sense to anybody else. Apparently it don't, because I've been trying to do this for maybe a couple of years now. At this point, I've decided that after I put forth my best effort, which I don't surrender very easily, but after I put forth my best effort and maybe getting to the point where I can no longer do it financially on my own part, because insurance is really expensive and you have to have a certain kind of insurance to transport people in the state of Michigan. So I decided that rather than just quit the entire idea or the passion that I have to do something in this particular area, then I just left my job like 2 months ago so I can possibly just move my resources somewhere else, because it seemed like it's just going unnoticed or unheard. And then I'm looking at the statistics with the kids that are not making it to school. I'm talking to the women and kids shelter people down there. I mean, it's a need. So I was just curious as to how could we bridge the gap, or can I play a role in that? And if not, that's fine. I'll move on. I'm from Chicago. I can go back home maybe, which I don't want to do. I love it here in Battle Creek. I got a real easy life here. But yeah, that's why I'm here. That's my concern. Again, I'm transporting one of your students, and his mother is unable to pay, and I take him to school without fail every morning, and I pick him up at 3:30. So that was my concern. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Someone will get back with you. Okay, the chair will now entertain a motion for the consideration and approval of the consent agenda item.
President Paul Gray,
Yes, Trustee LaValle?
I'd like to make a motion to consider the approval of the following consent agenda items. A, trust fund. B, the minutes of the regular meeting on November 18th, 2024. C, bills for the month of November. D, personnel changes and recognition of retirees. E, membership report. F, the finance report. G, Northwestern Furniture Package Funds reallocation. H, HBCU College Fair Tour. I, the Dudley Fire Alarm Upgrade. And J, non-bargaining unit salary schedule.
Support.
It's been moved by Trustee LaValle, supported by Trustee Fulbright, that we approve the consent agenda items. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. Moving down to discussion, Dr. Carter.
Yes, I am pleased to present this month's award recipients. The Whatever It Takes Award is an exciting new initiative designed to honor the extraordinary efforts and contributions made by individuals within our school district. This award celebrates those who consistently go above and beyond in their roles, embodying our mission and values through their dedication and impactful actions. This month, for the month of November, we'd like to congratulate, we're going back to catch Miss Carrie Smith. So, let me tell you a little bit about Miss Smith. At the beginning of the school year, when teachers were feeling overwhelmed, Carrie demonstrated exceptional initiative and dedication to supporting her colleagues. She stepped in to offer practical strategies and ideas, modeling effective classroom management techniques to inspire and guide teachers. Carrie also provided essential materials, assisted new teachers with NWEA testing, and consistently went above and beyond her own responsibilities to ensure both teacher and student success. Carrie's positive attitude and unwavering support have had a profound impact. Her efforts have boosted teacher confidence, contributed to significant student success both academically and behaviorally, and fostered a strong sense of teamwork within our school community. Carrie exemplifies the whatever it takes spirit, and her contributions deserve to be celebrated. Would you please join me in congratulating Miss Carrie Smith?
I will come to you.
You're going to come to me? Okay.
Right here.
Right by the electric.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Congratulations, Coach.
Oh, thank you. I know I knew you were going to say that. Thank you so much.
Well deserved.
It's an honor.
All right, we're
Oh,
going to get a picture with you.
Well, maybe you look.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Well, awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well deserved. Up next, for December, we're congratulating the following individuals and present them with the Whatever It Takes Award. First up, without a shadow of a doubt, we are recognizing Ms. Robin Byer, Human Resources. Robin consistently goes above and beyond in supporting her colleagues, demonstrating a dedication and commitment that is truly remarkable. Her willingness to step up and assist others whenever needed has made a significant difference and is deeply appreciated by everyone around her. Robin's selfless support and positive attitude do not go unnoticed. Her exceptional ability to help and uplift those around her sets her apart and creates a lasting, positive impact on our school community. Robin exemplifies the spirit of the Whatever It Takes award, and her contributions deserve recognition. Over the last month, she has worked tirelessly to reduce costs to employees, bringing up front many different things to help us in all of our daily work. And so I personally want to say thank you, Robin, for all that you do.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I know.
No, I just saw the picture when I was like that.
Thank you.
Right, like you
know, so you're getting the picture.
right.
Oh, if you insist.
Insist I'll be in the picture. Me?
That was fun.
Next is an amazing, incredible staff member, long-serving employee who is always shining in her space. So would you please join me in congratulating Mary Horn, our high school kitchen manager.
Come on now!
Mary has made an incredible impact in her first year at the high school, transitioning seamlessly from Northwestern and immediately ensuring that students feel welcomed and receive fresh, healthy meals. Despite starting the year with a short-staffed team, Mary has demonstrated exceptional leadership, pulling her team together to create a positive and efficient environment. Her efforts have been so impactful that for the first time in 15 years, a principal personally commended the manager's work and the difference that she has already made. Mary is a strong, dedicated employee with a perfect attendance record over the past several years, showcasing her reliability and commitment. Her care for students goes beyond the plate, ensuring the food is visually appealing, delicious, and thoughtfully presented. The smiles of incoming freshmen who light up when they see her at the high school speak volumes about her influence as a mentor and role model. Mary has been exactly what the high school kitchen needed. Her dedication, work ethic, and heart have been a tremendous help to me. This is the person who has recommended her, and a true asset to our school community. Mary Horn exemplifies the Whatever It Takes award, and her spirit and her contributions deserve recognition.
But make sure that picture's good. I don't like ugly. Jacob, take pictures. Michelle wants them.
Right.
Take extra.
Hey, wait a minute. Look at the Battle Creek.
Like, get one just with her.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there, that's
All right, last but not least, and just as amazing as the first three, Amanda Dalloway, math teacher at Battle Creek Area Math and Science Center. And she's not here today, but we still want to celebrate Amanda, who has gone above and beyond in her role, providing outstanding support to colleagues, students, and the entire school community. She has taken the lead on implementing a new math course, honors advanced statistics for sophomores, and has ensured her coworkers teaching the course are fully supported with materials and guidance to achieve student success. In addition to her teaching responsibilities, including AP Calculus, where she spent part of her summer becoming fully prepared and certified, Amanda stepped up as an acting director during the first few weeks of school while the office was without leadership. Her ability to manage these responsibilities seamlessly demonstrates her exceptional dedication and leadership skills. Amanda's impact extends beyond academics. She consistently starts each day with a positive attitude, uplifting both staff and students with her cheerful demeanor. Her kindness and attentiveness to students' emotional needs are especially noteworthy. And it goes on. But you can see that Amanda exemplifies the spirit of the Whatever It Takes award, and her contributions are truly deserving of this recognition. So please give a round of applause in her absence to Amanda. Thank you, President Fulbright.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. Moving down to administrative announcements. Northwestern Academy of Visual and Performing Arts Principal, Dr. Carter.
Battle Creek Public Schools is pleased to announce our reigning Bearcat champion, who just continues to just bleed blue and yellow. Ms. Courtney Shorter has accepted the position of K-8 Visual and Performing Arts Principal. We are thrilled that Ms. Shorter has accepted the role of the K-8 principal at Northwestern Academy of Visual and Performing Arts. She will transition to this new role in July of 2025 from her current position as principal at Valley View. Ms. Shorter is a loyal Bearcat who comes from a family of Bearcats and has been deeply committed to the Bearcats. In addition to being a BCPS student and parent, she has served as a coach, substitute teacher, dance teacher, and classroom teacher of multiple grades and topics. She has also held the role of Dean of Culture and Climate at Northwestern and is currently the principal of Valley View Elementary. Beyond her professional roles, Mrs. Shorter is a visible, active presence in the Battle Creek community. She can often be found cheering on students at home games and band performances and shopping at the local stores, dining at neighborhood restaurants, and supporting local events. Her engagement in the community fosters strong connections, helping both students and families feel valued and supported. In 2012, Ms. Shorter was honored with the Above and Beyond Award by the district and the school board for her role in the after-school musical program, dedicating after-school hours to dance choreography, costumes, line reading, and props alongside students from Ann.J. Kellogg Elementary and teens from the Milestone Project. The following year, she received the prestigious Community Member of the Year award from the Boys and Girls Club of Battle Creek for her volunteer work with dance instruction. In 2018, Mrs. Shorter was recognized with the Bearcat Pride Award for exemplifying the BCPS equity imperative and for her contribution to achieving the district's 6 goals for greatness. Most recently, she achieved the significant accomplishment of having Valley View Elementary removed from the MDE list of schools identified for targeted support improvement. Congratulations. Ms. Shorter earned her Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education and a Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, both from Western Michigan University. Her extensive experience, unwavering commitment to Battle Creek Public Schools, and the proven track record of leadership excellence make her the ideal candidate to lead the new K-8 Academy of Visual and Performing Arts. Her dedication to fostering equity, improving student outcomes, and engaging meaningfully with the Battle Creek community uniquely positioned her to inspire students and staff while advancing the district's mission for excellence in arts education. Mrs. Shorter's history of impactful leadership, as evidenced by her transformative work at Valley View and her deep roots within the Bearcat community, assures us that she is not only ready, but exceptionally qualified to lead this new exciting chapter at Northwestern Academy. For these reasons, we strongly recommend Mrs. Shorter as the best person to serve as the principal of the K-8 Academy of Visual and Performing Arts. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
So, rather than read all the interview committee, it is presented in the board packet for your review. Ms. Shorter, would you like to have a few words with her?
I think my family's all in. Hold on. I just want to say that I'm honored and very excited.
Yeah.
There's infinite opportunities for our district and our community just by opening this building. And that's it. I'm just honored. This is a dream come true for me. So thank you.
Next up, Battle Creek Public Schools is pleased to announce Miss Andrea Justice has accepted the position of interim principal at Springfield Middle School. We are thrilled that Miss Justice has accepted the role of interim principal and will transition to this new role on January 6th from her current position. Really, she's already started. Ms. Justice has served as a mentor for new teachers and a professional learning community leader. Andrea has a proven record of being a constant force of consistency and dedication to empowering others instructionally and professionally. Specifically, her expertise in English and Read 180 has yielded great gains and growth for her students. She possesses an unwavering commitment to building the instructional capacity of educators. Words that describe her include being patient, compassionate, desires to assist others, team player, passionate, positive, relationship builder, supportive, leads by example, and encouraging. All of these I have witnessed firsthand. Mrs. Justice earned a Bachelor of Arts majoring in English and minoring in political science from Western Michigan University. In addition, she has earned a Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, also from Western Michigan University. It is important to note that she is a powerful team player and always goes the extra mile to support her colleagues. She has consistently played a large role on ILT teams, which are instructional leadership teams, and has been a great leader in building the capacity of everyone she comes in contact. Her commitment to BCPS has been evidenced by her record of results and the leadership impact that she has made in all of her roles. Indeed, she possesses a unique skill that makes her the ideal candidate to lead Springfield Middle School. Finally, her work ethic and skill is true recipe for producing results in the year of results here in Battle Creek Public Schools. In light of her exemplary track record of dedication, consistency, and instructional leadership, it is clear that she is uniquely equipped to guide Springfield Middle School toward achieving measurable and meaningful progress. Her passion for culturally relevant and top-tier instruction, coupled with her unwavering commitment to fostering both student and educator success, aligns perfectly with the vision for Springfield's future. Ms. Justice's proven ability to inspire hope and deliver results makes her the ideal leader to not only remove Springfield Middle School from the watch list, but also set it on a trajectory of excellence that the entire community can be proud of. For these reasons, we are confident in recommending Ms. Andrea Justice as the best person to lead Springfield Middle School as its interim principal. Congratulations.
Of course, I've got my speech written down because anybody that knows me, once I get impassioned, I'll never stop, and you'd be here all night.
Oh, no, he won't.
So, we're gonna stay focused here. What's in front of me?
Clock.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. So, thank you to BCPS Administration and the board for this opportunity. I am going to do my part to lead us into the new era of moving the marks. Moving the marks at improved attendance, behaviors, and academics. This isn't a one-person show. It's a show up, and we all need to show up, all stakeholders. And this includes staff, students, parents, administrators, even community members. It takes all of us together as one big family filled with compassion and the conviction to do better with the sole focus of our students having the right to grade level learning in safe learning environments. It's a new era, and our students deserve a happy, healthy, and successful one. With that said, let's move those marks, and thank you again.
Thank you. Okay, moving down to new business.
Public comment.
Oh, public comment, all right. Any public comment? Okay, thank you. Now moving to new business. Okay, the chair will now entertain a motion to consider to approve the Dudley transition to Early Childhood Center.
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Fulbright?
I move that we consider to approve the Dudley transition to Early Childhood Center.
It's been moved by trustee Fulbright, supported by trustee LaValle, that we consider to approve the Dudley transition to Early Childhood Center. Is there any discussion?
I would just comment that I'm just so excited for this new innovative center that's going to be really a community instigator, maybe that's not the word to use, but just to be able to provide childcare that's so much needed throughout our city of Battle Creek. And so to know that Dr. Youngblood has designed it in such a way with all her experience, we are in good hands for a successful venture.
Absolutely. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All those opposed, say no. Motion carried. Chair will now entertain a motion regarding the insurance transition resolution.
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Fulbright.
I move that we approve the insurance transition resolution.
Support.
It's been moved by trustee Fulbright, supported by trustee LaValle, that we approve the insurance transition resolution. I'm gonna call for a roll call vote. Any discussion first? Okay, go ahead.
Dr. Alicia Johnson?
Yes.
Dr. Cole Perry?
Yes.
Catherine LaValle?
Yes.
Nathan Graycheck?
Yes.
Art McClenny?
Yes.
Patty Fulbright?
Yes?
Patty Fulbright?
Yes. Okay, the chair will now entertain a motion regarding the consideration to approve superintendent contract addendum.
Madam President,
Yes, trustee Fulbright.
I move that we approve the superintendent contract addendum.
Support.
It's been moved by trustee Fulbright, supported by trustee McClenny, that we approve the superintendent contract addendum. Is there any discussion?
I do have some.
Yes, Dr. Perry?
So, the first was that I do suggest that we get more time with this because it's kind of quick. That's my first comment. But what I'm needing help understanding is the enrollment growth piece. So I understand how it works. But typically, I would think if we're gonna tie some sort of stipend, it should be based on a performance metric like test scores, absenteeism reduction, something that's like beyond having bodies present, which is great to have enrollment. But from my viewpoint, to give a stipend or additional compensation, I would prefer it's tied to a metric like that.
I would just also answer, in the superintendent's contract, is there still a merit feature as well as the annuity that we've provided in years past? It's still available? Because I view merit as a performance feature, and I know that maybe has recently been an add-on in the last couple of years, but I just haven't heard anything recently about the merit as well as the annuity. Is that still in place? Contract.
I guess to that point, the addendum was only sent, but not the contract. So
What's that?
I said the addendum was the only thing shared and not the contract, so I haven't had time to even review that. I do appreciate that it was sent this morning when I asked for it, but again, there's the shortness of time, because I think this was gonna be a Friday thing. I've not had time to.
Okay, when we did her review in June, we got copies of the contract. Yeah,
Where, in the packet?
yeah.
Okay.
Remember seeing it, Mr. McClenning? Because I'd have to check back to see if that contract was there. It was just odd in June when we didn't, normally that's after we do the evaluation, we go right into the contract. But evidently, Dr. Carter wanted to
Wait until all the other.
have a pause on it, which I think is fine, but it needed to have, all of us needed that understanding to say it's just being paused due to Dr. Carter's preference.
And I don't have issue with that. Again, this is one of my points I make about being new. That's great that that came out in June, but it's December. It should have been sent as one thing. If you're gonna put an addendum on something, put it with the original document. That's just a point for the future. And again, the timing is just short. That's a quick turnaround. Even if people call in or whatever, this was Friday. So all of a weekend.
Well, the calling around that Charlie and I did was to make sure everyone did take a look at the packet, and that was all. And if you had any questions, quite naturally, with anything else, you could email us, and we could help and answer the questions for you. And the reason why we're doing it, because this is a brand-new board that's coming on board, and they won't know the work that the superintendent has done.
If I may add, and normally we would have done this when we did the evaluation. That's how it normally goes, which is when we had the contract and everything is presented right there. I understand what you're saying, because it is December. And so having said that, I guess I'm gonna call the question.
Thank you. I have comments also. I echo Dr. Perry's concern. This is really fast. She said I got an email from Charlie. I responded, he answered part of it, and he said the rest of it can be answered at the meeting today. I wasn't expecting to vote on this today at all. It didn't came an email this morning. I mean, I've been at work all day. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't had a chance. I feel this is really, really fast. I thought we'd have like a work meeting, talk about it, and then usually it's 2 weeks, not 3 days. I don't know how this happened, I guess, but.
Dr. Johnson?
Yes. So my question was about the enrollment. Is it just that it's greater than the prior year, or is it, so if enrollment was 1,100 and it's 1,101, then
Then she would get that.
And I found it interesting to go with the October fall count versus the next year's October fall count, because we seem to have more students at that fall first count. And I think that is a strong feature due to the fact that the state wants us to do some averaging of a previous February count versus the new October count. Is that still in place for the state? Is that what they're doing?
So might I discuss?
Yes, go ahead,
So
Dr.
I
Kelly.
apologize if you feel it was fast. I did meet with the board president and the vice president, and we went over model contracts to compare the middle cities to see what was missing. And we had a meeting at that time that they would call you about a week ago, so that this wasn't new. But we did have a conversation about the board that has been with me making the decision prior to shifting, because I asked to have it hold, right, till the ORS decision was final. So that's the way it played out. It wasn't intended to be a Friday to a Monday. We had a conversation, and I asked them to actually call each one, because you never do want anything to just be on the agenda. So my apologies, and I just wanted to make sure that that was clear. That was not the intent.
Trustee McClenny?
Okay, yes, I glad we had the conversation. I did ask to call the question.
Sorry.
You need a second on that, so I will second that.
Okay, it's been moved by Trustee McClenny, supported by Trustee LaValle, that we call for the question. All those in favor signify by saying yes for the
Do we
addendum.
have discussion on call the question
We've
or
already had
no?
discussion, it's called for the vote.
We had discussion, I called for
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All those in favor of supporting the superintendent's contract addendum, I'm going to ask the secretary to do a roll call vote, please.
Dr. Alicia Johnson?
Yes.
Dr. Nicole Perry? Dr. Catherine LaValle?
Yes?
Nathan Graycheck?
No, I didn't get to ask my question.
Art McClenny?
Yes.
Patty Fulbright?
Yes.
Oops, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
Yes.
Patty Fulbright?
Yes. Motion carried. We went 4 to, what is it?
5-2.
5 to 2. Thank you so much. Superintendent's comments.
Yes, first, a couple of interesting comments. First, I just want to say Congratulations to those who got the Whatever It Takes award. I also want to congratulate WK graduation. Those individuals are graduating on Thursday, December 19th at 6 p.m. at the WK Kellogg Auditorium. And then finally remind everybody that as we approach the holiday season, please note that the winter break will be from December 23rd to January 3rd, with the 20th being a half day. We wish everyone a joyful and restful holiday season. Now, I'm not done.
Okay, that's your floor.
For my superintendent comments tonight, I would like to honor two remarkable individuals who have dedicated their time, energy, and passion to the success of our district and the students we serve. It is with deep gratitude that we recognize the retirement of Patty Poole Gray and Catherine LaValle, two long-serving and deeply valued members of our Board of Education. Catherine, your unwavering commitment to excellence and your steadfast advocacy for students have left an indelible mark on our students. Your thoughtful decision-making and ability to listen with empathy have been instrumental in guiding our district through many pivotal moments. Patty, your passion for education and tireless efforts to ensure every student has access to the resources they need to thrive have inspired us all. Your leadership has helped build stronger partnerships with our community and has advanced our shared mission of student success. Together, you have dedicated countless hours to making difficult decisions, setting high expectations, and keeping our students at the heart of every discussion. Your vision and leadership have helped shape the course of our district, and your legacy will continue to inspire future generations. As a token of the district's deep appreciation, we would like to present each of you with a small gift. While it is but a modest expression of gratitude, it comes with our heartfelt thanks for all you have done. On behalf of the Board of Education, the staff, and the families of our district, we thank you for your service. Your contributions have truly made a difference, and you will be deeply missed. While this marks the end of your tenure on the board, we know that your impact will continue to resonate in the lives of countless students and families. We wish you all the best in your retirement and the new chapters ahead. Thank you for your extraordinary service to this district. Let's join together, everybody, in giving Patty and Catherine a round of applause. Battle Creek Public Schools, we got you a little.
Wow, nice.
So if you'll come up. Remember your
Make sure before
go in the middle.
set up.
It'd be great. Turned around.
Oh,
defect.
You know them. You know them.
Very nice.
Love the
Thank you.
congratulations over there.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you both will be missed.
Thank you so much.
I need a copy of the speech.
It's just a portfolio, not a,
Thank you so much. Oh, wow.
just a pause, right?
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Okay, board member comments.
I'll go last.
No, I'll go last.
Why y'all find that out?
Arm wrestle.
President Gray.
Yes, trustee McClenny.
First, I would like to say to Catherine, as I said this earlier, it is a privilege serving with you. We've had some agreements and we've had disagreement, but it was always where we could walk out that door and still talk about things, and there was no hard feelings. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate the cause that we had. Not in violation of it.
Put that out there now.
Just letting you know, because you know we got those.
Yeah.
But it's communication, and I really appreciate that. I know you'll still be around, so I look forward to you being out here, as I'm always asking people to show up and to stay involved. President Gray, it was an honor serving. You're leaving before me. I told you that wasn't supposed to happen. You're supposed to still be here. But I appreciate you being on the board, especially serving as president. You should have ran and stayed, but I get it.
I know you do.
Yeah, I do, because I'm enjoying the Anyway, glad to, I hope to still see you around here
Absolutely.
in the district.
Any other board member comments?
And Merry Christmas to everyone. And remember, I say this, and I truly believe this from my heart. Remember that kids are out of school, and some kids don't get to eat. So sometimes when I see a child that I recognize, I don't care if it's at McDonald's or somewhere, and it may not make a difference to some people, but it makes a difference to that one. When I see a kid, I'll pay for his meal and tell him Merry Christmas. So, like I said, it may not make a difference to everybody, but it makes a difference to that one.
Any other board member comments?
President? Yes. I want to start by saying I'm extremely disappointed by how this vote went down for the contract addendum. Really caught off guard. I got an email, like I said, on Friday. I exchanged emails with Charlie about it. He suggested I bring the concern to the meeting today. I couldn't even do that. After one concern was raised, a question was called, which I think is honestly a really bad move. Really bad move, unethical, to not be able to discuss something this important. Nothing against Dr. Carter. I would have supported it, I think, if I had a couple clarifying questions, but the way this is handled was really bad. I think we can do better, and I'm just really disappointed. I'm just really disappointed. I think the whole serve is much better.
Point taken.
I'm not done. I got the addendum this morning at 7:45. I literally could not read it because I was at work until this moment. Anyway, next order of business. Kathy, we ran together 10 years ago. I remember being community events with you, all these things, meeting you on a campaign trail, and like Art said, we disagreed plenty of times. We've agreed many more times. I respect your constant drive, obviously care for the kids in the community so much. Really been an inspiration, and I'm excited to see you go. I know you're going to keep doing great things, for sure. And Patty, same thing. We didn't run together. Well, no, we did that one time. But we're going to.
Yeah, we did.
You guys beat me. I never held it against you, honestly. I was happy to have you go on. It's been a pleasure working with you these last 4 years, and you've really shown a great example of a board presidency, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I'm going to miss you a lot.
See you around.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Johnson?
So first I want to say I'm excited for Mrs. Shorter. I went to school with Mrs. Shorter, yes. And so that just, it does my heart good to see people who are, you know, and especially in my generation. And so I'm excited for her. I am also sad because she is my son's principal, and she has been an incredible principal, so it makes me a little nervous. But I know we're going to do a good job, right, in backfilling. But I'm super happy for her, and I'm also excited for Northwestern as well. And then I want to just say thank you to Ms. Patty and Ms. Catherine. You guys have been amazing to me as a new board member, your mentorship. Charlie was asking about like mentors as we think about our new onboarding, and I'm like, oh, I don't know that I'm ready. Because it's almost like everboarding, right? Like we are always learning something new all the time, and you guys have just really been supportive. I'm gonna miss you. I'm a little nervous because you guys know the right questions to ask. We do still have some folks who have been here a while though, so we do have that support. But I really want to say thank you for all the ways that you've been supportive. And that said, I think for us to maintain like being an effective board and value the relationships, what was hard about the vote for me, and I did vote yes because I had the opportunity to review everything, but when I look at number 3, showing respect for each other and valuing the differences and perspectives, I think we should allow everybody at least one time to go around and discuss before we call the question. So just, and I think that kind of aligns with what you're saying. I think it gives everybody an opportunity to at least share their thoughts, their questions, their ideas. We don't want to just be a board that just, gets to action. We want people to ask questions, especially those of us who are new, right? So I think we just need to be a little more thoughtful when we're making decisions in that way.
Any other board member comments?
Madam President.
Yes, Trustee Fulbright.
Madam President.
If you must.
So a few things also. First, I actually want to also, apologize to Catherine, Nathan, and Nikki because I didn't personally call you guys. I emailed you, and I probably should have followed up with a phone call. I think that just makes for better communication. So moving forward, that's going to be at the top of my list because I think I dropped the ball on that one. So I want to apologize to you three. I also am in agreement with Alicia and Nathan. I think it was very uncalled for to call the question when not everyone got a chance to speak. I don't think that's how we should run, especially when no one even got to speak once. Some people got to speak 0 times. So in the future, I hope we can learn from that mistake and make sure we all talk, especially about a big topic before we call the vote. And then Catherine and Patty. Catherine, you were, actually both of you, but you were on when I first got on, and you were a tremendous leader for our board and myself. I was on the board when you were president, I was on the board when you were vice president, and I think your dedication to all of the things you do with all the schools, not just your board assignments, but all the schools, really inspires me, and I hope that any free time I have, I'm able to do as much as you do in the community because you do a lot. And Madam President,
yes,
me and you, I love you so much. You've been a huge mentor to me in January 1st of this year, helping me, giving me all of the info on what to do and how to transition smoothly, and I feel like this is how it should happen, and you've been with me every step of the way since January 1. I'm actually really going to miss MESB fighting for all of the education credits because we go back and forth on competing. We're so competitive on who can get the higher amount. But luckily, I have 2 more years, and she's done, so I might beat you.
I'm short 1 medal. And I did check with MASBA to see if I could get the credit, but they wouldn't go along with it. Oh dear. I did check with them.
So Catherine and Patty, you both have been great, and best of luck in your journey, and I hope to keep seeing you here at board meetings for public comment on that side. 3 minutes. I'll have the timer. And great things are happening in Battle Creek Public School.
Yes. Yes, Trustee McClendon.
Point of privilege. First of all, you knew I wasn't going to let this go unanswered. You already knew that. First of all, calling the question is not unethical. There's a way to do that. You had a chance to vote up or no. You could have voted no. If you didn't want the question to go forward, you should know that. Second of all, I am going to apologize to you. You two. Definitely. Because I forgot. You haven't been here. And I should have remembered that, so you do have my apology on that. But calling the question is within the rules. It's what we do. And if you're not ready, you either vote yay or nay. And I forgot you too. So that's on me. But I am going to call the question, especially when we got things before. And like I said, I understand what Dr. Perry said because we got it in June and it's December. But that package and everything that we had tonight, we had it in June. And I get that. So in the future, I'm going to remember that because that does make a lot of sense to me. So there's nothing unethical about it. I hear what you said. So if you're going to accuse somebody of being unethical, know what you're talking about. That's what I'll say. Go ahead.
Any other board member comments?
I guess I'll go before the last two.
Okay.
My comments are more so around just, let's make sure that we're more planful. It just feels like stuff pops up like it's a surprise. And this is all stuff that should be scheduled out ahead of time. So I get the timing, things happen, that's fine, but it's not just this. There are other times where it's like, oh, is this a shock that we have this? And even with the time, and this is something I brought up before, to review a packet Thursday night when folks got a full-time job and responsibilities of family, it's less than really one business day to review it. Which it would be ideal if we could get a week. I don't think asking for a week is too much if we just do it in advance and plan in advance to say these are the topics that are coming up for the month. So I don't think that's unrealistic as an expectation. I know it gets shot down whenever I bring it up, but having to deal with boards like for the day job on a different level, we would never just be like, oh, well, y'all just get it when we get it. So I would prefer that we try to be a little bit more intentional and respectful of time because this is on top of and incremental. So that was my one comment. The other one related to the having it in June. Again, bring it, just refresh it and bring it back up. That was June. That was a long time, that was months ago. And this is not top priority thing, only thing on my mind where I have to go back through, sort through months of board packets to find something that should have just been included if you're adding an addendum. So as somebody who reviews contracts, I just would have appreciated that instead of me having to find it. And I would have asked it in a question, but again, the short timing doesn't give me time to review or even get into what I don't have. So that's my only thing with that. I get it, it happens, but I just want us to be better about planning and being more proactive instead of everything being reactive, it feels like. As far as our retiring members, I have enjoyed serving on the board with both of you. Learned a lot from both of you. Ms. LaValle, I've had you as a
Catherine.
I don't feel comfortable doing that. Don't feel comfortable doing that at all. Because you were my classmate's mother, so I will continue. It has been great serving with you. Learned a lot from you. Enjoyed the time we had at MASB and just getting those experiences with you before you retire. And looking forward to see Wicked or whatever we'll go see, since you don't have Caitlin to see a movie with you. That's true. And then Miss Patty, of course, it's been great serving with you as well. Likewise. Appreciate just all of the support that you all have, both of you have shown us and as new members. So wishing you the best and then hoping you don't be a stranger. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Oh no, you'll see me. Ms. Catherine?
Well, thank you, President Poole-Gray. It has been quite remarkable. I am very humble at this point right now. All these kind words and thoughts that you've shared with me in the last few minutes means a whole bunch to me. I'm certainly humble. I look over the last 10 years with a sense of comfort, I guess, so to speak, because we have worked hard. Yes, the faces on the board have changed, but for the good. And it's one of those things where as we work together as a team, that's where our most success has been enjoyed by the district. And I think whoever was saying that I care a lot about the kids, I do. And just because I'm, quote, and this is really strange to feel like I'm retiring from a school board, view it as that, but that's a new terminology for me. I will always be loyal to Battle Creek Public School District. Just thinking tonight, driving through, the school district introduced me to a future husband years ago. And as I started my education career, and there was nothing wrong with that at all, but over the years, I grew to know that Battle Creek Public Schools has to be, should be, the strongest district for the city of Battle Creek. It helps all the other school districts that are happening around us in the region. So my existence on this board is just to be a helper. I still intend to be a helper. I do regret the fact that I haven't been able to work with our two newest board members because you are powerful and your enthusiasm is going to do great things for our district. And I just want the very best at all times for every single board member. Tonight was a learning experience as people were kind of sharing amongst each other, you're blooming right now. You're blooming with the fact that you're growing from knowing that we can do better. And there's nothing wrong with that. And to be intentional has been probably something that is new learning for all of us, because we represent the clients of our school district, and that's certainly the voters of the district, but our students. But I want to know that I was probably an unconventional board member with the ability to get around to all the activities happening in our great district. And I have to point that out just a little bit, because that was kind of new territory for even our teaching staff. And I understand that from becoming an educator myself. A lot of educators don't want to see school board members on the grounds or whatever. And it's just a mindset, that's all. But I wanted to appear in such a way that I wanted to show appreciation. I wanted to show recognition for the job that they were doing. And it's a whole new mindset that school board members can be visible throughout the entire district. Yes, I've enjoyed the two buildings that have been under my responsibility or due diligence, but that means that I've also been able to explore everything else that's going on in Battle Creek Public Schools. And I really recommend it, because you really learn so much about what is going on that is so great about our school system. But I leave for our new board members. I thank you for attending tonight. The last two meetings is just so wonderful. Pre-work as you get ready to take office in January. And one of the things I just wanted to share, you have to be ready. And the endurance that we've done as a board over the last 10 years, it's been from the very lowest of low, we almost hit bottom, but to the very highest of high right now. And don't be afraid. This ability to concentrate and be so wrapped up in fear is not good for anybody's mental health. But it's one of those things, by not being afraid, you're going to ask those smart questions. And that's what I was hearing tonight, that I'm excited for the fact that knowing that there was some growth happening just in a decision earlier is wonderful. That's what you want to see. And we have been so successful in the last 10 years. I did want to mention that I found my email at a much later time than I intended to from Charlie, but it was gratifying to see it there, because I can tell you in years past that wasn't always the case. And so there's been improvement, but I think, as many have said here, things can go better, and I think they will. I want to wish leadership of the board, as you go forward, have fun. It's one of those things where the conferences that we've been to, the professional development we're showing that our teaching staff, that we can learn right along with them too. Probably my most favorite activity for this district was the imperative, I'm not saying it right, the imperative equity statement. Imperative statement. And I was, that was done kind of the first year and a half that I was on the board, and Dr. Carter invited me or board members to join into the planning of that statement, and that was very exciting and ahead of its time too, because it has fueled what our strategic plan has been and the new one that's coming along as well. So all the best. Yes, I will be in the YouTube audience. So, yeah. And someone put a bug in my head tonight that maybe I could take turns with Mrs. Poole Gray. One of us take a couple of meetings, and also would like to visit the other boards of education, to be in person for them, because there's something about that in-person contact that is so valuable, it's so uplifting, and we really need to have it take place, because yeah, technology is really great, but it doesn't replace that in-person contact that you get, making those connections and beginning relationships with community members. So I have faith in Battle Creek Public Schools that you will be still doing great things. Please invite us back for the open house coming up this coming new year. And it's just, once again, it's been a joy to learn along with you, to be able to make some tough decisions. The decisions that we have to make as a board is incredible, but we have the strength and the board norms that are pretty important to have in place to make sure that we have our agenda focused on our students of Battle Creek Public Schools. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Pat. At this time, I'm going to ask Trustee McClinney if he would not look at his watch, because I have something to say.
I'm looking at it to give you all the time.
Hey, look, I got all this.
She came prepared.
I did do a little speech, though, because I just want to make sure I hit my points. At this time, I must thank God for my journey. And special thanks to my community who voted for me to serve on the school board for 6 years. There comes a time in our lives that we have to pass the baton to a younger generation. And at this time, it's my time to pass on the baton. Were there times I wanted to quit? Yes. I would hear my mother telling me, don't start anything that you won't finish. Keeping in mind, I belong to this school district along with my family members, being part of Pride of the State, Believe in the Change. Great things are happening at Battle Creek. We had all types of slogans. That's what kept me going. A heartfelt thank you to Trustee LaValle for agreeing to be my mentor and my sounding board when the road got rough. I got elected, and Catherine's husband, the late Dan LaValle, was always saying, where have you been when I don't show up? And that's the truth. There were 2 former trustees that that was part of my journey, and I must thank them also. Howard Wallace, who I went to first, who encouraged me to run for the board. I asked Jacqueline Slaby for encouraging me also, for thinking outside the box and not being afraid of standing alone. And we all know there was a lot of issues she stood alone on. There's nothing wrong with that. Trustee Graycheck, for always being kind and respectful, even when we were running for the same position. Dr. Johnson, thank you for your data-driven, continue that trait, because that's what tells the story of Battle Creek Public Schools. To Dr. Perry, for always wanting things decently and in order, with an explanation and accountability. Please consider serving with that gift. Thank you, Trustee McClinney, who has and will always remind us of the rough times that the district had and what we were facing, pointing out all our pitfalls so we don't repeat the past. Now, personally, for what you did for me when I became president, you instilled into me what it was going to be like. I thank you for your mentorship for the past 2 years in this seat. Dr. Kim Carter, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for responding to me in those wee hours of all the questions that I had, especially when I did not understand the finances. You have an excellent board compared to some of the colleagues that you have, because we hear that at our meetings. Things that go on at other boards would never be acceptable with this board. Lastly, Trustee Fulbright, thanks for helping me understand inclusion and my questions that I had regarding our scholars with the LGBT community. And for always being ready to step in when I decided I needed a break. Thank you so much. You've been a wonderful first vice president. Now for our newly elected trustees. I'm depending and watching along with the community that elected you to take our district to a whole new school level. We expect nothing less. Since there's nothing else coming before the board, Patty out.